Welcome to the Student and Department Records presentation on records and what to do with them. The information in the self-paced training was prepared by the Student and Department Records Division of Risk Management. In this presentation, we will go over what a record is, who keeps records, how to maintain those records, records retention, and records destruction. We will also cover who you should contact at your site with records questions and how to contact student records for any other questions. With that in mind, let's begin. So what exactly is a record? A record is a piece of evidence containing important information recorded for future use and is usually in paper format. Any original version of this evidence is considered as the official record, no matter what format. However, a copy of the original can qualify as a record, and you can dispose of that copy if needed. Any records containing confidential information must be disposed of appropriately, including copies and handwritten notes. According to the Arizona State Library retention schedules, the department or person creating the record is responsible for keeping and maintaining the record permanently or until the retention period has expired. We will specifically discuss record retention in a later slide. Student Records is here to guide, support, and supervise departments so that records are kept according to the Arizona State Law Record Retention Policy. Records normally have retention periods, a set number of months or years that the records need to be kept and maintained on site before they can be destroyed. Some records are kept permanently by the department or site that created them. The only exception to this is permanent records for schools that have since closed. Those records are then maintained by the Student Records Department. To properly store and maintain records, they should be kept in safe, dry places away from the possibility of water, insect, or rodent damage at least 3 to 4 inches from the floor. For example, boxes can be stored on wooden pallets to keep them off the floor. As mentioned earlier, record retention is the length of time a record needs to be kept and maintained. These retention periods are decided by the state of Arizona. Different records are required to be kept for different lengths of time. For example, class grade books have a retention of 2 years, while payroll records for school districts have a retention of 4 years. The Arizona State Library keeps these retentions in schedules that can be found on the website seen on the screen here. Each section has its own schedule and series code. You will need to be aware of these codes when you are getting ready to submit records for destruction. Record destruction is the process that TUSD Student Records and Risk Management use to dispose of records that have reached or passed their retention period. The district runs on a fiscal year that ends June 30th and begins July 1st. This means that when a retention period says, after fiscal year created, records are eligible for destruction on July 1st of the indicated year. For example, a document created in January of 2021, which is fiscal year 20-21, that has a retention of 4 years after the fiscal year created can be destroyed in July of 2025. The district requires all departments to account for the records with confidential information they are ready to destroy before the student records team can accept and dispose of these records. A records destruction or RM 1300 form is filled out by the person boxing and/or preparing the records for destruction. This form is then submitted to the student records team via FAMUS. Once the form has been submitted, the student records team will check the form to make sure that everything is eligible for destruction. Student records may contact your site for clarification if needed in order to make sure that everyone in TUSD, including student records, is following the retention rules set by the state of Arizona. When Student Records has signed off on the paperwork, they will contact your site to schedule a pickup date. If you have any questions about destruction and what is eligible or not, contact Student Records by emailing records@tusd1.org or calling 520-225-6125. Every site has a contact who has access to input work orders in the FAMUS system. Please contact your office manager or site administrator or Student Records for more information. The site contact for FAMUS work orders may not be the same person who prepares records nearing the end of their retention period for destruction. You will need to work together to make sure that you are not holding records for longer than their retention years. Thank you for watching our presentation on the basics of records. Once again, if you have any questions at all, please contact the Office of Student and Department Records at records@tusd1.org or by calling 520-225-6125. We are here and we are happy to help guide you. Congratulations! You have completed the video portion of this training module. Now, please head to topic number 2 and pass the quiz with an 80% or higher to receive credit for taking this course.